Yo, yo, yo! We're back for another Hollow Knight run. P5 all bindings. Today is the our casual weekly hungover episode. Yay! Everyone loves these kinds of episodes. Oh shit! I'm sounding more drunk than hungover right now. People love them because they're nice and short. Yeah, short little videos, like snack size. Look at that, I took damage while healing. Huge L. Short videos, you can just kind of watch and listen to a tired man ramble about the day before. Oh, am I dead here? No. That was still a bad heal, but not dead. This could very much be my end. Vengeful Kings twice in a row. You know, last video I just sadly... darn it. I just lost the Vengeful King. So unlucky. You know, sometimes you just don't quite make it, you know. And let's hope we get it this time. I'll turn like completely different note. As soon as I was done playing yesterday, it's kind of lucky, in fact, that I died so quick because then I could start drinking with my friends. The two things are not related. Is that? Alright. So yeah, as I was saying yesterday I lost to Vengeful Kings. That sucked, you know, womp womp. Oh well, what can you do? Unrelated note. I went out drinking with my friends immediately after and had a good time. They were already like gathering to go out, so quite lucky that I didn't have to spend an hour playing Hollow Knight, but you know, of course I would have done that. I tried my best anyway. And so we played D&D yesterday. It was pretty fun. The main campaign expanding. It was really, really dramatic. We continued a bit today as well. Just finished up a comic encounter, kind of putting an end to that chapter in a way. Now we're like really in the nitty-gritty of the world. I think there's some different stuff we can go do now. We have some options of what we don't do. Finally, we're not really on a tight schedule. We've got some plans to like work on and stuff, but really we have a bit of time to do whatever we want. And there's a lot, at least I want to do. So as a recap, D&D campaign is set in a world where a lot of shit's going wrong. It's just a shitty world where there's no sun on this entire continent, but only moon, and it sucks and everything's bad. There's another continent where there is a sun. It's awesome there. I haven't been there. It's probably like a greener on the other side kind of thing. You know, I don't actually know if it's really that good, but it seems like that. Lots of wars, lots of drama, blah blah blah. Currently, where we're at is that we were hired. We were just we were just 4 dudes being hired by a weird ogre, no, not like orc, and a halfling to like gather a bunch of keys. We didn't really know what the keys were for. Giving 100 gold for it. It's pretty huge sum of gold in this world, so yeah, sure, I'll do that. Turns out these keys are like the keys to open up a strange crypt wherein a super weapon lies, like an ancient beast of unimaginable power, blah blah blah. Very scary, probably not ethical to unleash. The beast can be controlled by the Orc King, and only the Orc King and their lineage. So you know, fun fact, it turned out the orc that hired us to open this gate, like, didn't get the keys to open it. Turned out to be the Orc King in disguise, and I was like, wow. We gathered most of the keys, realized that, oh shit, we're gathering the keys for super weapons, and we're honestly being kind of scammed. We could get so much more out of this. Like, this dude is about to conquer the entire continent using this like beast we're unleashing, and he's giving us like a measly 100 gold. So you know, and also all this stuff happened. So now we're like kind of working on a different deal. Also, important note, I guess, the halfling who also hired us ended up betraying his companion, the Orc King. Apparently it was a halfling's idea, all the thing to like, oh, he proposed a strategy, he came up with all the lore, or like, figure out all the lore about this beast and, you know, where the keys are and blah blah blah. So it's kind of his plan mainly. And then, like, he was going along with, he proposed a plan, but required the Orc King to give the Halfling his own kingdom. Within the other person's kingdom, like, there's one main king, then the Halfling would be like an ambassador or something, I don't know. Like, I suppose the Orc King would become an emperor, I don't know. The point is, the Halfling ended up betraying and saying, "No, I don't want a kingdom, I'd rather just burn down the entire world because I'm evil, blah blah blah." And he started doing that. We figured this out and started fighting a Halfling, but also one of our party members was a Halfling, and it was kind of like, what? These two are both Halflings funny. But even more than that, it turns out they were family. It was like the crazy maniac Halfling who wanted to burn down the world turned out to be, well, we kind of knew this, was our party member's grandpa, and you know, he loved his grandpa, so it's kind of awkward now because he supports his grandpa's decision of destroying the entire world, but we don't. This recap's kind of long, and there's lots to talk about. Anyway, bad boy Halfling, who I'll call Hasting, because that's his name. He convinced his nephew, or like the grandchild, or whatever it's called, to join him in burning down the city. The rest of our party pretended to be along with it as well, but in secret we like gathered up our like weapons and confronted our like the Halfling teammate. Like, yo, are you sure you want to join your father in this? Like your grandpa, he's kind of like crazy. You want to burn down this entire city? Isn't that kind of immoral? But our teammate, the Halfling, was not convinced. He was sure that his grandpa had like a good motive behind it, and he was like, surely he wasn't just burning it down for fun. You know, he had faith in his grandpa. Our characters did not, so we tied up our friend and started attacking his grandpa. You know, in an attempt to kill him before he could make it, you know, more like become the mass murderer he was about to be. He was already a mass murderer actually. He killed many people, but it was like just genocide. You know, he wanted to step up his game, I guess. Didn't just want to kill a bunch of people. He wanted to kill all the people. So we wanted to stop him before he did that. We tied up his grandchild, who was conflicted on whether or not to join this grandpa. We didn't want that confliction, you know, to end up going against us. So we tied him up. We attacked the grandpa. The grandpa turns into a monster. He can just do that. My character kind of knew this. They had like a sense that can detect monsters, and he was giving up that vibe like crazy. But I had also been meeting more and more people who were getting off that monster vibe without turning into monsters. So, you know, apparently it's possible to control this monsterization. And this Halfling definitely could. He sure controlled it, and then he became a monster. It turns out the nephew, like fuck the grandchild as well, our teammate, could also turn into a monster this entire time. And he did so, becoming kind of like a primal beast, not really thinking much. And now we're just fighting two monsters. All the like ties we put around our ally were completely useless, and he just completely unbound himself and started attacking us. We had a whole ass encounter. Pretty close, so we got a lot of good damage on the opponent. Generally speaking, was a pretty one-sided for the first part, where we were just kind of winning. But as the fight dragged on, it turned out that they were more resilient in their beast forms than regular people, and you know, it kind of stopped being one-sided, and it was kind of tough. In the end, we were barely able to like get them down, but the big bad guy, the Hasting, the OG Abomination dude, monster, starts like teleporting away. He's like falls down into the ground, like as if it was liquid, and starts like teleporting into a different place. We can't follow him in this liquid ground. It's only him and his like grandchild who does it too. But on his way out, like on his way down through the ground, my character like steals a necklace of his, you know, a key to open the ominous beast container thing. And another teammate tries to grab a hold of our previous teammate, the other halfling, who became a monster. because he still like hopes to save him and convince him to join our side. Ends up rolling a nat 20 on grabbing our teammate, who was about to be teleported away, and so he gets to like kind of follow along, like with the teleportation, because the teleportation is still like a bit stronger than our teammate who was trying to pull him up. The halfling, our teammate halfling, who became a monster, wasn't really sure what was going on. He didn't really know he's being teleported by his grandpa. He just thought he was falling into the ground, and he thought that would be a negative thing. So he was also trying to get up, like assisting my the other companion and pulling him up. And with another great roll, he managed to escape the teleportation and end up in like the sewers where we were fighting, without a grandpa and only us. Like only the original party remained. This, however, left some problems, because my character, a monster hunter, just saw him turn into a monster. He also expressed serious, like concerning amount of sympathy and loyalty towards his grandpa, who is trying to commit genocide, just a mass murder asshole. And so, you know, my character just does not trust this guy anymore and just said, yeah, no, we gotta kill him, bro, he's a monster. The other characters aren't so sure, you know, we're kind of debating. He's arguing his case like, hey, you know, I'm not like a monster, dude, I'm just I'm your friend. We have to decide what we do with him because he keeps insisting that it's like a moral, like it is a hard decision for him to like choose his grandpa or us. But we as a party don't think it's a hard decision at all. And you know, we don't accept it, and like we don't accept him being conflicted, I suppose. You know, he's like, I don't know, my grandpa, he wants to kill all these people, but he's still my grandpa, so I gotta trust him. And we're like, no, you can't trust him. You're on our side or his side. And he's like, no, I'm kind of iffy about it. I'm gonna keep thinking about it though. You know, maybe I'll join you, maybe not. And that is not good enough an answer for us. If he's conflicted about this now, there may be a chance that he goes against us and joins his father, grandpa. And, you know, that sucks. He can also just turn into a beast, where he loses control of himself. Mostly, it wasn't even him who turned into a beast. It was his grandpa that made him turn into a beast. But you know, he was kind of willing during that, and he was controlling himself. So he was actively attacking us. And you know, in the end, after a lot of shouting, a lot of arguing between members, we end up coming to a conclusion that our previous ally here, the halfling, the child, Herald, the artificer, had to go. And one member specifically who really were trying to like argue his case that please we can fix him or blah blah blah. We're finally convinced that yeah, no, we can't do anything. We gotta kill him. He leaves the room and leaves the two other members, me and another dude, to finish off our previous teammate, and we kill him. Tough fight, honestly. He gets a lot of damage on him, and I almost died myself as well. But you know, then we kill a party member. Like the first few hours from that, you know, that just us killing our teammate. It was pretty dramatic. Blah blah blah. Holy shit, you know, that's crazy. Honestly, it was a really fun session because it was just really dramatic, and the DM had not expected it. Apparently, the DM and this halfling player had planned a fun little side story where he was supposed to be teleported away with his grandpa, and they would have a session just the two of them on Discord. They'd talk and have a beat pot, I guess. They would be doing stuff off screen that we couldn't see, and you know, he would have a redemption arc, you know, kind of. He was conflicted. He wanted to see, maybe he'd learn over time that his grandpa is insane, or he'd choose to believe his grandpa's words and join him. I probably think he would join us in the end after meeting his grandpa and learning about him more and more. I think he would probably have chosen the side of us, the good side. But we didn't let him have that character development. We just killed him off before that happened, which made a lot of sense for what the conversation was, and my character as well would absolutely, that's the complete just choice they would make. She doesn't really believe in redemption, because she's a hypocrite and believes that she deserves redemption, but no one else, I guess. And he's very ruthless, doesn't want to leave any chances, can't let someone like him be out there, he's too dangerous. And, you know, potential threat should just be eliminated before anything else, blah 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 blah. And so in the end we kill him, and it makes sense. And I kind of love that, it's really fun. Like, it was a really dramatic and interesting. And I like to wonder, like, what would have happened if he stayed alive. There's a lot of different ideas that were like, interesting. Especially now that we've kind of learned a lot more lore about him after his death. We've learned about his homeland, which is very interesting, and I want to go to. And my character, there's some interesting stuff that we can learn and use. So that's interesting. We know where it is now. He wasn't really sure what it was himself. So yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah, oh yeah, we will go there soon. So now that he's gone, he can't really give us a tour or anything. We can only just go there and explore as complete strangers. Oh, yeah, I think it's cool. He also got a new character made, of course, who is honestly a pretty interesting addition to the party. He is a rebel, like a cleric, a rebel who is against the king, and the king right now is absolute fucking evil tyrant. The world is like in basically a democracy where the king is chosen, but this king just kind of killed everyone who opposed him, like 900 something something, 989 something. Even a Suafius, so I don't know. Just killed everyone who ever voted against him, and so, you know, he got a perfect score. Everyone voted for him, which is not very democratic of him. You know, he's kind of an asshole. So he's a rebel against the king, which is cool. It also ties in the other characters. We don't like the king either, for various reasons. At least 2 out of 3 of us don't like the king. I don't know the last one. He's kind of mysterious. So yeah, interesting addition. He's a very good character, and he's also a lot more normal than the rest of us. Like, he is coming into this party because he hears that we are actually doing shit against the king right now. We are making huge changes to the world. Like, we are doing like stuff. Important changes are happening around us, and he is a rebel, and like the organization kind of that he's a part of are interested in being part of this change. You know, they want a man in our group that can kind of influence our decision making and like make sure that our actions align with their interests, which makes sense for them. We are allying with the rebels, and the EPC, which is another good guy group. So it makes sense for them to have a give us a party member that has a say in our group. So it makes a lot of reason. Like, one of the best implemented late edition characters, I feel like. A lot of the time characters just like, oh, a character dies and immediately a new one shows up who just kind of fits in awkwardly in the party in a way. But I feel like this one fits in pretty well. Like, it makes sense he's there for the world, and also his like personality and abilities kind of match with the group maybe needed. He's not more normal, very serious person who is just a good guy, like competent, cool dude who has like greater goals and like this will, opinions and shit, which are more normal and less extreme. Which kind of elevates the other players as a more extreme point of views, and he's just kind of another powerhouse. He's a cleric. He can learn a lot of healing and buffing spells, which we have nothing in the lands of at all before. So it's, you know, a strong addition to the party for like gameplay, wise, I guess, team building, but also role playing. That he is a very observant and clever dude who just kind of wants us to do good. And, you know, a lot of us aren't really that good. We do a lot of dubious shit. With him here, we can kind of, you know, I don't know, he kind of observing how we do things and are a bit judgmental and points out awful shit we do, and I don't know, it's kind of funny. I like the character. Dude, Ormu is fucking annoying despite all this shit. But then again, we haven't really played with him that much, so it's hard to say what his true role in role playing will be. Also, he's been mostly quiet observing our characters, but I feel like now, after the session that he was introduced and all that, now he has been, now he kind of knows our characters pretty well, and you know, can form opinions about us and has to say. I don't know. We kind of know each other now, with their steel being a bit of mystery and stuff. I mean, I don't know how to explain this better, but he's just kind of. I feel like he's been properly introduced, but there's still more to grow and interesting stuff that can happen. We don't know much about him yet, but he's beginning to know a lot about us. And he, like, basically understands everything that we've done so far. I don't know. Yeah. And it's cool enough. Yeah. So I guess, after, like, that character, like, that player's arc so far has been being killed by his party, then making a new character who's mostly been silent because he has to observe what's going on. He joined into the party at a very, very pivotal point in our arc as well. Which is kind of funny. Like, he shows up like, oh, I have to follow these guys around? Alright, sure, what's gonna happen? I don't know. And then we immediately, like, seek out the king of an entire nation, threaten him, and, like, I guess, like, not really threaten him, but convince him to give us an entire kingdom for help. And, like, really just confront him and tell him, oh yeah, you're being assassinated today, but we killed the guy who, well, almost killed the guy who was trying to assassinate you, and we'll find him and finish it off, and blah blah blah. We're just saying a lot of ominous shit, and he was like, what the fuck? That was funny. But, you know, also, in a way, hearing that conversation kind of sets the tone for the whole party, so I think it was a good introduction session. I don't know. Oh yeah, so now, in the future, there's some stuff I want to talk about, and I'm just kind of gonna stop explaining everything, and I'll just start talking as if you know what happened. Which no one probably will, so get fucked if you reach this far in the video. If it made any sense before, which I doubt, it will no longer do so at all. So, we found a place where grass grows underneath the Temple of Lamore. There's apparently a whole ass city where plants are growing, and this is huge. We could turn that perhaps into farmland of some kind and get like actual food for the citizens that isn't dried troll meat and shit. Also, the dude has like made this entire city has found a way to like make grass grow without sunlight and shit, so we can perhaps use that method to create new food. He does require chaos magic, which is a bit hard to use and dangerous, and I don't know, maybe my character probably won't be fidgeting with that, but we have a party member who can use, you know, curse magic, chaos magic thing, and he already uses dark magic in a way, which is kind of interesting. Like, maybe he could learn how to do that. That'd be an interesting arc for him, especially because he is very much willing to find a new food source. Like, it would be huge for him if he could start growing food, because he's a troll in this world. Trolls are just being born and like enslaved and then eaten. Like, people mostly just eat troll meat in this world for some reason, like for a good reason, but you know, blah blah blah. That's too much lore, I won't go into it. But point is, there's not a lot of food to come by in this like land, and therefore they eat trolls. This guy is a troll, and he can use chaos magic. Now we figure out that you can grow food with chaos magic. You know, he may be able to use this knowledge to help his troll brethren escape like slavery and being eaten. So yeah, that's kind of sick. Especially because we know there's a place where grass already grows in abundance, and we can maybe perhaps turn that into farmland. People are already living there in like smaller little like utopia, a bit of paradise. But you know, maybe we just banish them all for their own homes and take over, just invade their entire paradise and use it for farmland for the rest of the world. Because honestly, a small group of people staying happy and isolated from everyone else while everyone else suffers, you know, we can just kind of take them away from their paradise, and they'll hate us for it. Whatever. We need food. They have lots of food and are wasting land, perhaps. You know, that's kind of my that's what I'm kind of thinking, that we go to that place and see what's happening there and try to find a way to like turn into farmland. That would be very good for our politics, because we are kind of trying to take over a kingdom, and if we can like if we take over the kingdom just through force and violence, people will fucking hate us, and it'll be so much there's been no stability in the entire government because everything's already falling apart. If we wage war and kill every soldier and destroy buildings and shit, it will be a horrible place to rule. But if we had like food, we had like genuine growing food, we may be able to like convince people to join our cause. Like we could maybe not be tyrants and actually like offer the people something instead of just saying, now we are your ruler and you'll have to love it, you know. So my character absolutely wants to find a way to grow food here, just for like political power. Oh shit. And like respect by the people, I guess. Oh shit, that didn't work. Damn. Okay, I'm kind of fucked. There's so many bugs here. Oh my god. Oh. Oh shit, didn't die. I'm trying to use Cyclone Flash in this fight. You can do that, and it's usually pretty useful. It's just kind of difficult because you need to hit the enemies twice, and sometimes they get pushed away before you can do that, and also it's a bit risky. But it deals damage, perhaps also to Collector, and I think Cyclone Flash is the meta for that fight. If you can master that during the Collector fight, you'll have a lot easier time. Like high risk, high reward kind of thing. Which is cool. Oh my god, dude. Wait, what's stopping me from just pogoing this guy? Like, genuinely. Like, I guess her. But, like, what is he gonna do if he can just, like... Huh. Holy shit, why have I not been pogoing this guy from the start? That is absolutely the way to go about this fight. Holy shit, it trivializes everything. Jesus Christ. This is so easy. I'm so safe. Like, the only thing that can really hurt me is her. Oh shit, okay, I say that and then well, that's because I wasn't pogoing. That's hilarious. I have been fighting this for how many days has it been? Like 270? This is the first time I pogo that fight. Jesus Christ. Oh well. Don't want to hit him. Bow instead. How grand a state indeed. State indeed. So anyway, yeah. Oh fuck, I forgot. I was thinking about his like Nightmare King Grimm version of the fight. Speaking of, I have beaten him Radiant on all bindings and all that, so only once though. I'm not like, as I was fighting and practicing, I got pretty consistent at beating him. Like, I think at Toon, I could beat him like 80% of the time. Radiant, I only beat him like once, and then I stopped practicing because I had other stuff to do. But, you know, I've practiced Nightmare King Grimm a lot. Perhaps not enough, but a lot. Despite this, it's hard to know if I will actually, like, beat him today. I am, like, pretty tired. I'm a bit hungover, I can definitely say that, but mostly it's just tiredness. I didn't get enough sleep, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm just tired. I don't feel much like drawback from alcohol. I mean, my stomach's kind of bad. But otherwise, I'm mostly just tired, yeah. No, it's definitely hungover as well. So it's hard to say if I can keep up with Nightmare King Grimm. We'll see. Likely not my victory, but we'll see. I have not practiced absolute radiance at all, though. they will still be a whole ass new thing, a dangerous thing. But yeah, I'm planning on when I reach her, then I'll start practicing. Oh, I got time. Because I think it's more fun to like reach her in the first time and then just get absolutely demolished, and then perhaps a second or third time, then I beat her because I just practiced a lot. You can show a bit of a progression in that way. I don't know. It just sounds cool to me. And less work for now because I don't have to practice. Extends the series a bit, but whatever. Anyway, I don't want to keep talking about D&D. So, my character's plan is so far to gather the keys to open up the super weapon and give it to the King of Khazar, the Orc King, so that he can wage war on Greigildolf, the human kingdom, and the biggest kingdom, in order to like unify the entire continent under his rule as an emperor. He wants to do this because that was like the original like a king's philosophy was that everyone should be united and help each other, which is a nice goal. But it feels like a bit of like pride as well. He is a prideful dude. Like he has a bit of ego. Once he learned that there was an assassin set on for him and his like anonymity was kind of shattered, like people were knew where he was and who he was, and were planning on killing him. We were like, you gotta leave the city. You're being targeted. And he was very much against this idea. And we're like, why? You have nothing really to do here. You have assets, sure, but you can make other people do the things you're doing. And he was very much against this idea. We ended up convincing him despite this, because we were being very logical. There's no reason for him to be there. But he just wanted to be part of the change, you know? He wanted to be the one to do something. He didn't want to just, I don't know, become emperor. He wanted to there's some ego stuff here. He wants to be the one to do it, I guess, but in reality we'll be the ones to really do it. The only thing he really has is his bloodline, and I guess a whole ass kingdom. No, like an army, not a big one, but an army. You know, the thing is like we can unleash a beast with these keys that we're gathering, but we cannot control it. Only the King of Khazar, the Orc King, can control the beast, so we need him in order to use it, and he needs us in order to like gain the beast, like unleash it. And that's kind of the situation we're in. Both sides, I don't think we really like each other that much. Like he's a bit of incompetent. Like he's not the kind of guy that my character would want to be emperor of the entire world. He's an idealist and seems cool enough, but he's not that competent. I don't know. There's like he just has a bit of an incompetent air around him. Maybe that's like a fault of role-playing, that maybe that wasn't supposed to be like that. We were a bit tired and we came out of a very dramatic situation like this. But we had a conversation with this king pretty much like, I don't know, 30 minutes after our character death and all that drama about shouting at each other and stuff like that. So it's completely fair. The DM was kind of, I don't know, like scrambling into words because we were in shock and all that. So I mean, I think I was pretty, I wasn't really talking like how my character probably would have in the situation, because I was just also emotionally drained. But you know, he just felt a bit cowardly, felt a bit incompetent. But it's not something you'd want to be emperor, but he's really the only chance we have, like our best option, if you want power, because the super weapon whole thing. That's the only way we'll be relevant in the world. We're not on our own that powerful. Like my character's a political figure who once was very powerful, but she's completely lost his political power because she lost her memory and basically changed personality, and people are starting to catch on and aren't giving her the I guess like, yeah, the attention she once did like have. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. It makes sense. So really none of us have that much power, but with a super weapon, we would have power. Oh, that's kind of a situation. But things are kind of changing, so that's why we're continuing gathering keys for this guy, following. We're not really sure on his plan, and you know, perhaps we're not really sure on each other. My character has bargained with the fact that she gets to become queen of Greigildolf, the human kingdom, the biggest kingdom, while still being under the emperor, like the orcish emperor. But, you know, I'd get a huge position of power. And that's, like, what my character wants. He wants to become a queen. That's her main goal. So that's pretty sick. But, you know, my teammates and even the king, probably, like the emperor, soon-to-be emperor, isn't really sure I'm up for the task, you know. I am I have a bad reputation. I used to be an awful person. As I said, I was a political figure, and I was an awful political figure. I did awful shit. So no one would want my character to be on the throne. Even my friends, like the people I'm around, aren't sure they want me on the throne because I am very brutal at times and do some awful shit in the name of good now, but perhaps they are still a bit evil on core. I think that's kind of my character's shtick so far. It's like a study in whether or not someone can, are you born evil or are you made evil by your environment? And so far, that question is leaning mostly towards being born evil. But recently I've been kind of changing my characters around because, you know, we killed our teammate after he was corrupted by loyalty, I don't know. And so my character kind of had a wake-up call, like, holy shit, okay, I gotta start acting better because he truly hated me and believed I was evil. And this other dude who believed himself to be completely good but was doing awful shit, was evil and was doing awful shit, but he truly believed he was doing the right thing. And, you know, I guess my character kind of saw the mirror, like, oh shit, okay, that's kind of like how I'm feeling. Like, I do a lot of bad shit, but, you know, it's in the name of good. But yeah, she noticed that she may have some similarities there, and she agrees that she got to change in a way. Like, she needs to earn a new reputation before she will ever become worthy of being a queen. So, where was I going with this? I don't know. Point is, my character's working for a kingdom, but it's unlikely that I would be supported as a queen at all. Or even if we, like, managed to conquer the kingdom, I would probably not have any, like, support from any nobility or any of the people and stuff, so I would, just lose it immediately. I would be a bad queen right now, in my current state. Which is why, while we're collecting keys and all that stuff, we're kind of looking for other opportunities to, like, expand our, reach and stuff. For example... What am I lit? There's some weird noise. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm hearing voices inside my head right now. But it doesn't matter. What's talking about? Yeah, so I need a reason for people to support me, and I feel like finding a food source, you know, a place where you can grow food in the country where you can't grow food, and, you know, if I conquer that place, that could give me a lot of support. You know, people are very hungry. It's people are starving, everything sucks. If my character were to gather up, like, and find a new food source, that would be a huge political, like, give me a lot of political influence, I guess, and support from people if I use that in a good way. I'm also kind of making allies with the EPC, a generally, like, popular group of people who are just sworn pacifists and good guys and stuff. My character is beginning to make some political moves along with the party and stuff, so, you know, working on becoming based, and it's fun. And, you know, finding a place that could grow food would be good. There's other things as well that we can go to and figure out, like, how to get more resources and stuff. And maybe we can find a way to take over Kregeldorf without unleashing a super weapon. That's the ideal situation. Like, so far, unleashing a super weapon against the human kingdom is our best chance at, like, killing the evil king and making a good, positive change to the world. But it also unleashes a super weapon for the rest of, like, time, and, you know, ultimately, is that a good thing? Like, if we invent the nukes to kill one evil person, like, sure, we killed him once, like, but now there's just a nuke, so if a new evil person is born in the future, they'll have access to nukes this time, you know? Like, making a weapon to kill inventing a weapon to kill one bad guy will just lead to the weapon being used later in history against bad people. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm feeling like, you know? I think that's kind of the vibe around the table, that unleashing the super weapon, like super beast evil thing, not evil beast, but dangerous beast is maybe not the ethical thing to do, but it is our best chance so far, so we're kind of going along with it. It's also our only bargaining chip is being able to summon this beast. So, you know, we gotta kind of continue on that. But if you find a way to gain power without summoning the beast, that is all the better. You know what I mean? For example, if we find out that we get like just competent enough, we level up enough to be able to just become a powerhouse on our own, like us people could maybe conquer the kingdom without the beast, which would happen like more secretly, like we would oh shit, I burped. We would like to assassinate the king or make some sort of like slow rebellion or something like that. But you know, maybe we can do without the beast. But so far, that's kind of our only idea. So we're working on that. My character, however, would like to go to the place where we can grow food and see that stuff, and I think I can convince at least 2 other people in the party to join me. There's a third one who is pretty ominous and secretive, who absolutely wants to unleash the beast. Like, he's the one exception to this like thing, not unleashing the beast mode thing. That his entire reason for being in this party is to unleash the beast. So you know, pretty ominous, honestly. But you know, he's mentioned that maybe his character could get some character development. And also, maybe he can convince my character, you know. Right now, I'm willing to unleash the beast if that's, like, the only way we have, path we have. But if I start, like, looking for new paths, he may be able to convince me that there are none, and I should just unleash the beast. You know, he can already, like, we can go both ways right now. He can, like, argue that the beast is our best option, or we can argue that the beast is not the best option. You know what I mean? Problem is that we don't know why he wants to summon the beast, and I don't think really he knows either. He's just been getting a mission by his cult. He refuses to say it's a cult, but it's a cult, and they eat people. Whatever. So yeah. That's just kind of drama. A lot of drama in this group. But I want to go to the place where people can grow food. Also, I want to maybe ally with we also kind of had an interaction with the guards of the city, like the city watch of Gregeldorf, like the main human city. Which, like, they were being very incompetent. They had, like, they were being tricked by the half thing that I mentioned earlier. And then we managed to, like, convince them to stop their investigations, because we got this. They followed me around until I found the Creek guy. But before I find them, we kind of let them go. I don't know, it's kind of a long story. I was tracking down the beast with my beast sense thingy-majig. And on our way there, we figured out that apparently the beast had been talking to the city guards like general. And somehow intoxicated him, making him act really fucking stupidly, I guess. He was just out of his fucking mind, and he wasn't willing to admit it. He was not in a state to rule and stuff, so we made the guards go to get him to the hospital, you know, while we searched for the beast instead. And throughout that whole thing, the guards were very, very scared the more we talked about the beast. And you know, they don't like beasts. They are dangerous. It's an abomination, not just the beast. Strong. I just got meleeed by this guy. Or rather, I tried to melee him, failing to do so. Oh yeah, we had interaction with them where we were kind of proving ourselves to be competent and them to be a bit incompetent. And when we finally defeated the beast, we have really no proof of what we say, because we like, kind of burned him down and destroyed the entire place where he was. Like, he was doing a lot of magical shit that haven't been seen in like years, and I don't know. They didn't believe any of it, which was kind of annoying, because I was taking a shit while we were having this conversation. Apparently, I didn't know they would show up so soon. But for some reason, we just told the city ward, the guards, like everything that happened, which is really weird, because the entire time while we were searching for the quote-unquote beast, we knew that he wasn't just a beast. We knew that was like a genuine, real person who can control his beast form. But I was kind of taking the lead in the investigation because my character was the only one who could really investigate. So I never told them at all that he was not just a beast. And then while I was taking a shit, they were explaining to the guards that he wasn't just a beast, he was actually a man who can use magic and all that stuff. And they didn't believe them. And no shit they didn't, because that's an outlandish thing, like it's the truth, but they wouldn't believe the truth, so I didn't tell them, but now they did. And now they just don't believe it, and that kind of sucks, because I feel like it would have been so much easier just to explain that, oh yeah, we killed the beast, it's done. And then that'd be it. But now they think we're lunatics, and that's kind of annoying. Oh, because I wasn't there for roleplaying. Oh well. But no, I also tried to, like... what the fuck? Did I not have my... Okay, I fucked up somehow. I got damage from this guy's easiest attack. Oh well. Yeah. That's a bit weird. But, you know, there's still a chance we can ally with them. Like, they wanted us to stay put, I suppose. They wanted to know where we're staying, so they can contact us and question us or ask for help if needed and stuff like that. And we kind of refused this. My character just kind of left them and said, no, we're not going to tell you, which is kind of weird, probably. I should not have done that. I was kind of... My character was really injured from the fight, and I was kind of role-playing her exhaustion. Because it was a really exhausting and harsh fight. She'd been on edge for, like, this, like, second big fight for that entire day. And now she's, like, with a broken leg. Her arm is clicking from previous multiple hammers through the, like, in her head and shit. Like, it was a tough fight, and she had, like... I don't know. I was kind of role-playing her being exhausted. So she was willing to be a little more aggressive, you know. When you're exhausted, you just get a bit more easy to piss off, I suppose. I don't know. So I probably said some things I shouldn't have, but whatever. Like, a bit more mean than I should have. Could have been more cooperative, whatever. I just tried to intimidate them, saying, yeah, you guys did nothing. We just fixed your entire issue. We saved the entire city. You're not gonna arrest us. I refuse to let you. And even if you wanted to, you couldn't. Because I was, like, flexing my strength. Which was in a bad position because I was really weak at the time. But, you know. I kind of worked, I guess. We just managed to leave. I don't think they were really that threatened by us or convinced that we really saved the city or anything. But whatever. Maybe we can, well, like, they've expressed a desire to be in contact with us, which could be used for good stuff. You know, maybe we can somehow ally ourselves with the City Watch, you know, who operates directly under the king that we want to kill. That'd be pretty sick. And then if we, like, kill the king, we may be able to convince them to join us and not seek revenge, because we can, like... Pretty much everyone knows the king is awful. But, you know, most, like, nobility don't really mind it, because their lives would be... Oh, what the fuck? Their lives are challenged if the king is challenged, blah, 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 blah. Nobility and all that. Anyway. But, you know, that's an option. Well, they would be very good allies to have. Or at least people we don't need to befriend. But if we did, it could be huge for the coming war. I think that is happening. A war is probably gonna happen. Like, most of their characters want the king dead for various reasons. So, that'd be good. I don't know, man. There's some stuff we do. We could try to ally with them. There's also the EPC, the pacifist good guy group. We already kind of allied with them. They've let us in on their research, so we can, like, there's a library they have, or like more of a museum, I suppose. Which is kind of funny because now we can just ask for any lore, and like our DM will just tell us. And we spent like solid, maybe like an hour or more, just asking me questions about various mysteries, and him just telling us. And it was incredibly boring. Holy shit! But we had a lot of questions, and we wanted answers to them, so we just kept asking. And you know, now we can just come back with more questions and see if we can look at it in history books. Like, my character would absolutely do this. She loves reading, so she would just read all the time in this library. Another character is a scientist, a doctor. He wants to read about medical, like, stuff as well. Like, he's looking for a cure for his people. And, you know, here he has a library studying all sorts of like medical herbs and shit. You know, that is a gold mine for him. So that's kind of funny. But I don't know. I'll like ask my DM on Discord about a few questions probably, and he can answer those on text so I can read them instead of him explaining to me specifically while everyone just kind of sits and watches. Anyway. Oh shit. Oh my god, dude, I'm taking a lot of damage here. This is stupid. This fight is not even hard. Okay, it is very hard, but I'm good at this fight. So yeah, a lot of allies to make, a lot of decisions, more mysteries to uncover. I think main priority for my character is to like get their reputation up. They want they are right now a very hated person among the common folk. Like all the good people basically hate her because she was a bad person previously. And all the bad people have started to lose respect for her because they've realized that she's not this person anymore, like the person she once was. So she really has like just two like bad sides right now. Like nobility doesn't like her because she's not ruthless anymore, like the evil politician anymore, and the common folk doesn't like her because they only remember her as the evil person she was before. You know what I mean? So just no one likes her, which makes sense. She needs to find a way to like gain good reputation, which you know could be done with growing food and giving to people, joining the rebels, making allies and stuff. I don't know. That's something my character could do. And now we have a genuine rebel in our party who. I think my character would be wise to ally with. I've been trying to be very kind and like respectful towards this character because I know my character would be like this is a dude that she has immense guilt for like previously in her life, a part of life that you can't remember. She was just the biggest hassle for these guys possible and made their lives pain. You know, they're doing a good cause, helping people. And she was actively harming that effort. But now she wants to ally with them because they are cool people. So I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Like once again, stuff can change. Maybe all like my motivations will change. Like Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know. There's some interesting stuff to be done. Yeah, I don't know. I should probably just have attacked him and then healed. Like instead of waiting, I could have just attacked him immediately. Oh my god. Okay, I got him. Ah, shit, yeah, I was being greedy. Oh my god. Hold it, okay, I didn't get double damaged, but that was a struggle. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's dangerous. He's below me as well, it's also dangerous. preemptive strike in case he was getting too close to me. Okay, I got a heal off. Nice. I was kind of unsure if that would work, but glad it did. Oh, it's almost double damage. Okay, good. I didn't get fall down to the void. No floor moment. Okay, that's it. Cool. It's out time. Invincible, fearless, invincible, mysterious, enhancing, enchanting, enhancing, vigilers, blah 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 blah. You know, my English is struggling. Oh, that's so quick when it comes like that. Fuck, I missed. Oh, shit. Why is this not moving? Ooh. What? I missed. I pressed jump, but I think I pressed it before I landed on the ground, so didn't really. There's like not a buffer or something on it. What? What? They do double damage just on impact, not even explosion? What the fuck? That's fucked up. Yeah, that was bad of me. I recognize that. Jesus Christ, those guys are dangerous. I mean, goofy of me to get hit by that balloon guy anyway. Still good. Double damage on that? Jeez. These fucking bugs, dude. What the fuck? Uh-oh. No! What? I didn't mean to press that. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm okay. But how long will I be okay for? This fight gotta end soon, bro, please. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. That's fucked up. I don't know. I was being greedy and... No, I just had no... I had not the skill to play without getting damaged, so I knew I needed to heal, but in the end trying to heal cost me much more health than... Oh well. See you next time.